like it, but they're used to it. They just pay the minimum payment every month. It may take them 5 years to pay off a $5,000 balance. But you know what? They're kind of used to it. It's like that dog and the nail thing, right? The dog sits on the nail, doesn't get up. Why? Because it doesn't hurt bad enough yet. When it hurts bad enough, that's when he gets up. Human beings are like that as well. You got to start looking at your life differently. It's okay, you know what? How can I improve? If I had an extra $1,000 a month right now, which you don't have, right? If I could make an extra $1,000 a month, if I touch the comp plan and start making an extra $1,000 a month, not a lot. I mean, you could choose any number you want. I'm just taking a bare minimum. Then how would that change things for me? Not just this month, not just this year, but next 10 years, right? It makes a huge difference. Well, we know that the difference between solvency and bankruptcy is about 300 a month. So all these people that went bankrupt, they wouldn't even gone bankrupt if you had extra 300 a month. Because if you're 300 short this month, you're 600 short next month, and 900, eventually you're bankrupt. So 1,000 a month could be a game changer. It's not that hard to make that in our business with the strength of the products, the business, all the stuff. So again, we need to start reflecting. And when you start reflecting, you know what happens? You develop a passion. You develop a desire. So these are, by the way, these are the actual slides of the new Launchpad. You're not seeing it. I'm seeing it. But, you know, it's almost finished. So you guys, you know, this is the in-depth training that you're going to be going through. We're going to change your life. All right. So we want you to start properly, and we want you to start strong. It's important that you're guided properly to thrive. Otherwise, you know what happens? People are creatures of habits. They just come with the old habits that brought them to where they are. They come to opulence. They still do the old habits. So then all of a sudden, they're not going to benefit that much because they're still using the old habits that got them to where they are. The Launchpad is a step-by-step instruction. What's instruction for? For you to evolve. For you to become a next level of yourself. You're far away, all of us, we are far away from the best version of ourselves. We are far away. Some people further than others, right? But within the scope of Opulence compensation plan, we are going to bring you step by step to become the next level of yourself. And the next level after that, it all comes into how many times you evolve, how much you evolve is how high you go on the comp plan. We're going to share with you some power strategies, whether it's through the comp plan, how to rank up to LD3 quicker, or how to sell products faster. We're going to talk about success, mindset stuff. At the end of the day, I can put you in a Mercedes or Rolls Royce. You don't have the mindset. You know, you're going to drive it like a regular car, or you won't drive it at all, or you won't enjoy it at all, or you're not going to learn anything. So at the end of the day, we have to, you know, what Jim Rohn says, you want to earn more, you got to become more, right? You got to become more first before you can earn more. So in the Launchpad, we're going to evolve you first. Our products are strong, and you understand it. Our products are two very important things about our products. They're very strong, whether it's fashion or health, and they're simple to understand, especially the fashion side. I mean, they're gorgeous. You see it, instant gratification. You don't need to try it and wait 30 days. Instant. You put the sunglasses on, the watch, the shoes, nice shoes. Boom. Instant gratification. They're strong, and it is simple to understand. Even our health line, right? There's a lot of problems out there that we have a lot of solutions for. Strong products, simple to understand. Those are winners in direct sales. So doesn't matter how long you've been with us, the Launchpad is your perfect relaunching of your business, relaunching. So don't worry about it. What you've done till today, just don't miss this call on Tuesday nights, because we're going to cover part of the Launchpad. We're going to evolve you every Tuesday at a time, one Tuesday at a time. We're going to evolve you. And as you evolve, you reach up, you level up on the comp plan. You're going to start strong. You're going to build smart. You're going to launch to success. And most importantly, it's not just about you, is that the next person that launches in your team, they should never start the way you did. Never. Because we didn't have the Launchpad. We have it now. The next person that launches in your team should be better than you, should have a better start. They should, because we're 20 years later. We're a better company. We know more, right? The next person that launches in your team, they should have a massive, massive advantage over you if you do your job right. If you don't do your job right, you're still sticking to one product, you don't know the Launchpad, you run this business as if it was 20 years ago, well, guess what? Then you take all those advantages away from that new person that's going to be launching tomorrow. This company, it's like having a 2025 Mercedes on your driveway, and you have a 2005 Mercedes on your driveway. You got both of them on your driveway. If you keep taking people on the 2005 Mercedes, well, I guess that's their experience. That's what they get to see. That's what they see your lifestyle as. But you have a 2025, it's just in the garage. But you keep on taking 2000. So don't do this business like it was 2005. Evolve and make sure, by understanding who Opulence is today, the next person that joins your team, they should have a massive, massive advantage over you that launched last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, because this company evolves nicely. The first part of the Launchpad, it's called the Opulence Commandments. The initial steps. It is so important. If you don't have a proper start, folks, don't have a proper start. It's almost like try to learn another language without the fundamentals, without the alphabets. If I want to speak English, and if I don't start with the alphabets, what type of language would I be speaking, right? You have to do it properly. Start with the fundamentals. It's important that it's absolutely essential, your initial setup steps, so you can launch your Opulence Global business the right way. They may sound simple to you, but they're essential. They might be so simple to you, but you're not doing it. And when you're not doing it, your people are not doing it, and now you have a very fractured and very unstable team developing, because the culture starts with you, and the culture of the team determines the success of the team. So let's go through the commandment. Number one, add us on your contact list. Add us, right? Make sure you get all the emails. You're not getting the emails, find out why. Because the email's coming out with a bunch of promotions. One of the important things that come with the email, by the way, how many guys are getting that a snapshot of your back office? That's fantastic. It gives you a full report of what's happening with your team. The snapshot. You're going to get this, newsletters. You're going to get promotions. Make sure that you get the emails. Make sure that from the software, when our PBS calls you, that you get that number, you put it on your phone. Because if you don't, it may say spam or something. Just make sure, don't miss the calls that comes from the head office. It could save your business. It could save your life. Because we've seen situations where people got financially devastated later on, and they come up to me and later on says, you know, I should have stick to Opulence, because years ago they decided for some reason, and they decided to quit. Let me tell you something that's going to absolutely shock you, and it's 100% fact. Renee Liao, his sponsor, right? She sold her business. Let that sink in for a minute. Let that sink in for a minute. Later on, we found out that her and her husband, they're driving Uber. Nothing wrong with Uber. But you sponsored Rene Liao, who's done, I don't know, I'm guessing, well, 100 million, maybe $200 million worth of business since, right? So I'm sharing some stuff with you now. If you do what we're telling you in the Launchpad, you'll never make these type of mistakes. Number two, follow us on all the social medias. If you don't follow us on social media, you have nothing to share. If you're not nothing to share, you're not building a business. You're not building a business, okay, then I guess you're a consumer, right? Because if you're going to be a promoter, you need to have professional material to promote. We create that. We have a very, very strong, perhaps the strongest social media team in the whole industry. It's costing me over 15 grand a month just so you guys can have the stuff for free. Go on social media every day, share everything you can see. Share everything you can see. You share with your prospect on your social media pages, on messaging apps, and to your team. Make sure everyone, and leave a footprint behind every time. That means you go there, you say, you like, you comment, gorgeous, I have this piece, I have it in blue, I want that. Leave your footprint behind on every single post. And that means you're now putting yourself on our map. Number three, meet your My5 support system. Don't look, your sponsor did you a huge favor getting into the business. But we have this thing called a qualified upline. Just because a sponsor brought you into the business doesn't make them qualified. They could be new, or they could have not evolved. But it's a binary system. That means above you, if you go high enough, you're going to find some very strong qualified upline that you must get to know and put yourself on the map. Call them, message them, ask them for their story. Now they know who you are. They'll help you to work with you to build a team forever, right? So find out. Here's the thing I find, and I still don't understand why this happens, but because it doesn't make sense to me. But for example, all PBS calls, they say, hey, you know what, your renewal didn't go through. Yeah, I know, I don't know if I want to renew. Why? Why didn't you renew? Well, because my sponsor quit and no one's doing the business. Says who? Because because they never met the upline, right? So their perspective of the business is the two people they were in contact with. And when those people quit, what happens? Oh, well, I guess nobody I know is working the business in the area, so I guess I quit. It's ridiculous. You have strong uplines globally. Get to know them so they can help you on three-way calls. Maybe you got somebody in Toronto. You find out what city they're in, what country they're in. You can build where they're at. They'll support it. You have very strong uplines here. Get to know who they are. Number 4, rank up to Lifestyle Advisor Plus. I think most of you are there. If you're not there, just get there. Because why Lifestyle Advisor Plus and not Lifestyle Advisor? Well, Plus because it gets you to gets you variance bonus, right? Variance bonus. So make sure you do that upgrade. There's an upgrade available. Just go back office, do the upgrades like $600. You get products for that. And now you're in an LAP. Now, if you are LADE, that's obviously the ultimate, right? It covers all of that. Plus, you get that gorgeous watch which you'll be showing off for the rest of your life. An investment that will keep on giving and giving and giving for the next 30 years. And after that, you pass it on to the next generation. So LAD is the way to go because that FERI piece that's in there, you don't need to know anything else. Obviously, there's a lot more in the package, but the fact that you're getting that, it's free, iconic timepiece, everyone should be doing that. But at the very least, don't miss the variance bonus. Make sure it's LA plus, right? You get on that. Number 5, set your monthly smart buy. This is your absolute insurance policy. It's your lifeline. This is if you're going to make it or not in any direct sales business, including ours, this is it. You miss a smart buy, you have no right to collect on all the sales that happens in your entire organization. Let me repeat. You don't do your smart buy because every month you have a requirement. If you're just using the product, you're automatically there. But You have the requirement, right? 150, 250, 450, depending on what levels you want to qualify for, right? Everybody should be at 450 because you're buying stuff outside. You don't need to buy your own stuff. Qualify at the highest level, and that qualifies you not only for all the sales commissions, that happens in your downline, your entire organization. Now you're getting variance bonus, you're getting commission boost, you're getting mall statuses, you're getting all kinds of things. So don't go shopping outside, and then that gets you nothing. You shop your own mall, you're going to get those statuses on your mall, plus you get the entire complaint. You're touching the complaint. This is the only company on the planet that by using your own products, you have 1,000 products, right? 30 plus use cases. By using your own products, you get organic growth. No other company can say that. By using your own products, 30 plus use cases, because if you don't buy it here, you're buying it outside. By using your own products, you're getting organic growth. Because by using your own products, what's going to happen? You're qualifying for commissions, you're qualifying for variance, commission for commission boost, your mall statuses, all the bonuses, all kinds of stuff just by using your own products. Other companies, they can't say that because they don't have 1,000 products. They don't have all the different verticals. They can only use so much of they have. You still have to go shop outside. You don't have to do that. You have so much here, 30 plus use cases here, right? So set your smart buy. You miss your smart buy, you lose all the CV. It doesn't make any sense. Did I mention that Rene Liao's sponsors no longer collecting on that volume? This is, by the way, this is not an isolated case. It happens a lot more than you think. That you could take a look at every single leader we have in this company, including all the millionaires. There's a lot of uplines above them that quit. Every single one of them had a lot of uplines that quit, or they didn't quit. Somehow, for whatever the reason, they got off their monthly, they didn't do the smart buy, and they lost millions and millions and millions of CV. Remember, the only reason why you have the privilege to get paid on other people's efforts is that you're active and you're supporting them. If you're not active and you're not supporting, you're not even using your own products, you don't get that privilege. Pretty simple. It's a pretty sweet deal, though, isn't it? Stop shopping outside mall, shop your own mall. That gets you enough PV to give you the privilege to cash in on other people's efforts. It's a very, very sweet deal. Number 6, join our weekly webinars. Don't miss this. You guys know how it is. You feel better afterwards, don't you? When it's Monday call, Tuesday call, Saturday, you just feel different. You pick up stuff. It doesn't matter if you've been here for 20 years. Every time you pick up stuff. Let me tell you a story. A few days ago, I'm always educating myself on YouTube. And guess what showed up? The movie The Secret. I froze a little bit. I said, I want to click on it. I've seen this 20 times already. We used to do The Secret day where we played it the worldwide. We got together, we had these vision boards, and we create vision boards, and I love that day. Everybody loves that day. We should be doing it again, and we'll be doing it again in a new building. So I looked at it, said, okay, I know it's 2 hours long, and I don't want to click on it because I click on it, I get stuck. You know what? I couldn't help. I clicked on it. I watched a full hour before I actually had to get on the call. And although I've seen that 20 times already, every sentence is like a light bulb. Every sentence is like a light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. Team, our brain is constantly observing information. Every single day, you're getting all this negativity from your media, neighbors, work, whatever. So this is overriding all the good stuff. Like tonight, you get a bunch of good stuff. Tomorrow, the negative stuff is overriding what you learned tonight. So what do? You've got to constantly put good stuff in it because bad stuff is coming, right? So don't miss these calls. Don't miss the webinars. Number 6. Number 7, become a master of print and links. We have a lot of great links. You should subscribe to the YouTube channel. A lot of great stuff. You know what's really cool to watch? And every time I do that with somebody new, especially our new managers that we hire, they're shocked what a luxury company we used to be and how amazing company was and all the incredible production we used to make, like massive, I'm thinking Hollywood type production. And I take some of the old commercials, right? Some of the old, and you're like, wow, wow, wow. We brought the Emmy Award winner, Doug Davidson. We flew him down, from Beverly Hills to do a tour with Sanaz. It's called Live Your Dreams. Again, it is such a luxury video. It was at 15 minutes. It was a tour. You should go watch it. It's on YouTube. So again, you subscribe, and instead of watching junk on TV, just every night watch 2-3 of the older tours, commercials, ads, and that's how you get to know your company. You get to know the heritage of the company, and you bond with your company. It's like this. It's nice when you go back to old pictures, right? When you were a kid, right? Or your grandma kids, or whatever. You watch those pictures, and it brings you back, right? You bond with your heritage. Well, that's the same thing here. When you come into this, subscribe to all our channels and watch everything you can. Every day, watch 2 or 3 different things. Every day, watch 2 or 3 different things, and bond with the heritage of the company. Number 8, be forensic. Be a pro. Get the MO box. If you want, this is not for everybody, but if you want to go to presidential, if you want to become an LD, if you want to make $1 million in this company, you need it. If you don't want to make $1 million, I guess you don't need it. Everybody can use it. Everybody, it could, even if you don't want $1 million, this could really stabilize your income. The system is designed for you to make a full-time income. $10,000 a month within 18 to 24 months. So everybody should be getting the forensic system. But if you want to make $1 million, you know what? You need it, right? So if you got a bunch of doors and you can open them all, and they can all take you to a different level, they should open them all, right? It's not like other companies where you don't have access to these things. You have access. I have 35 years experience in this. Created 17 millionaires. We know how to make millionaires. So we're going to share it with whoever's interested. I understand not everybody's interested. Not everybody, I get it. But if you are, right, you should get this. Even if you don't want to be that, you should get this. Follow it, the way on your pace, to make sure that you get lifelong residual income for the rest of your life, and you pass it on to the next generation. Number 9, register for iPayout. You want to get paid? Then that's what we pay you. Local currency, any country in the world, through iPayout. This system is how we pay you. So again, if you need some help with that, no problem. Call Daljeet at the office. We have people that can help you. Your offline can help you. But that's how you get paid your commissions. All right, so those are the commandments. Sounds pretty basic, but you know what? There's a lot there. This is the foundation of you. That's the difference between having a proper start and just having a start. Proper start. Again, if you want to learn a new language, say you want to speak Italian, and you don't start from the basics, I'll just pick up some words here and there. What type of Italian would you speak, right? You want to do it right, you got to do it from the bottom. And we're teaching you guys that, so your commandments, your quick steps, first things first. This is all part of divisions of the new Launchpad. That's what fills the hole, the whole of the building, right? The foundation. It's all within these simple, basic steps. They're not hard, folks. They're vital. They're not hard. They're important. If something's not hard, what does that mean? Just do it, right? It's not hard. Just do it. Sometimes, there are things in, I want to be a brain surgeon. I can't. It's hard, right? I can't be that. I want to be physicist. Well, I'm pretty good at physics, but pretty damn good with math, but I'm not a physicist, right? It's hard, right? But some things are not hard, and you're in it. Just follow those step by step. Sometimes people say, well, other companies, they don't have proper training. That's true. They don't have proper training, other companies. So they don't know, they didn't get trained, and they didn't make it. So blame the company, saying, well, I didn't make it because they didn't teach us anything. Well, here you don't have that excuse. We're giving you step by step, coming from a multimillionaire who's built multimillions as a distributor. We've created a bunch of millionaires. We're telling you guys what you need to do and be a good student, learn it, teach it, and duplicate it. All right, so that is the very first part of the new Launchpad. The next part after that, section 2, that was section 1. Section 2 is called First Things First. We won't get into that today because it's almost time. So for your QT program, for example, everybody can do what I just did, right? Everybody. Now I get very detailed. You don't have to be detailed like me. You don't. But you know what's going to happen? When you teach this stuff, it's on the slide. You're going to see the slides. When you teach this stuff, you have your own stories. You don't need to share my stories. You can, but you'll have your own stories. You're going to realize all of a sudden, the first time you do the one section, it'll take you 5 minutes to do it, or maybe 7 minutes to do it. And then by the time, a year later, you're doing the same section, it's taking you 20 minutes to do it because you're adding all these other stories, into that, which is fine. So first part, again, we go, find your passion, get your desire. That's your fuel, right? We're going to give you, through the Launchpad, we're going to give you the step-by-step power strategies, work on your mindset. We want you to start perfectly and build smart and go right to success. Even if you've been here for a while, doesn't matter. You start properly with the new Launchpad. Section 1 of Launchpad is called the commandments. We went through that. Basically, you add us, make sure you get all the emails, make sure you follow all the social media pages, make sure you get to know your My5. There's a lot of strong people up there that you want them on your side. It's like, you're going to a boxing match you're fighting for success, right? In a ring against the elements, and you want that strong, knowledgeable person on your corner, right? That's your upline. They're there on your corner. Rank up to Life's Advisor Plus. Don't miss all these extra bonuses. Free money sitting on the table. Set up your monthly smart buy. That is your absolute lifeline. If you came into this business because you said you wanted commissions, we cannot do it without this, right? You cannot. You cannot. Because sometimes people buy the LA or LAP or even LADE, and then there's no credit card for them for their monthly smart buy. And then when we talk to them, they don't know. They thought they're just buying more products. No, you're not just buying more products. What you're doing is the right to get paid on everybody else in your team. This is a binary program, right? This people will end up automatically in your team that you don't even know. So you want to make sure that you don't miss a smart buy. Join the weekly webinars. You're doing that right now. Congratulations. Become a master of prints and links. Get all the brochures. Get a briefcase. Look professional, right? The brochures make you look professional. The links make you look professional, right? Always read everything that's there. People say, how long does it take me to become a pro? 100 hours. That's what it takes. 100 hours, not a lot. In the whole grand scheme of things, you're going to do this. Imagine you be like Reza or Renee or Sherry. 20 years ago they joined. Imagine next 20 years you're going to be making money on this. What's 100 hours, right? Get every brochure, read everything, right? Every day, watch 2-3 videos. Anything you can find. Go to our YouTube channel. Watch everything. Go on the socials. Look at everything. Comment. Leave your footprint. Just go ahead and share it. And then number 8. Get your forensic ammo box, right? If you want longevity, if you want to return, if you want to have a chance to be another forensic millionaire or opulence millionaire, well, get the ammo box. It's not hard. It's a recipe box, but it's a full-fledged system to keep you consistent. And last thing, register for IPO. So once you get your millions, we have to give you the money somehow. That's the method for you to collect your million or so. Anyways, with that, we'll put it back to our fearless hostess, Sandra. How was my training from a big truck?
I am here. Well, it's fine. It's fine. We don't see you. We see a beautiful car with a beautiful quote on the screen, but that's okay. We'll take anything. Yeah.
You know what? That quote, I wrote that. The first time I wrote that was 20 years ago, because we don't get that much anymore. Like, industry goes through its phases too, and there was a time when I first got involved. You came across a lot of opposition. So right now, people, they don't do it. They're not asking you not to do it. now. It's so people have matured up. In my days, in the old days, not only they didn't want to do it, they would tell you not to do it. They would oppose you, to try to shame you, and all the stuff, right? So, and that I took that as motivation. So I wrote that in that. I put once I made it in the industry, so I put my original car and on this one said, do it for the people that want to see you fail, because there's always people who said no to you, and they're seeing you evolve. They see the gap widening between you and them. They see that they were wrong. Few of them were strong enough to say, hey, okay, I want to look at this now. And there are some people that would say they just hate you for it. So that's why I said, you know what, do it for people that want to see you fail.
Absolutely. My entire environment is changing because of that. I let them follow, I let them leave. Want to leave? Leave. Do it for the people who want to see you fail. That's really powerful. And there we go. Thank you so much, everybody, for your attention and your patience and being on the call tonight. And you know what we say at the end of the night? To the billion, everyone. Lots of love. I'll see you in a couple weeks.